All right, let's start the interview.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do in your own words.
My name is Jessica Black, and I'm a performer, entertainer, and I love to perform for all types of events. That can include weddings, birthdays, holiday parties, fashion shows, anything you can think of. And I love to bring a bit of magic and fun vibes to every event.
How did you first get into dance and performance arts, and what made you decide to turn that passion into a business?
Wow. I have a twin sister, and growing up, we were always kind of a little bit opposite. So she was more of a dancer, artistic. She loved fashion shows for and just being all dressed up in beautiful costumes. And I was more of a tomboy. I wanted to be in karate, but my parents they needed to put us in the same thing. So we grew up in Fargo, North Dakota, and we started off in gymnastics at age 3. We were little gymnasts until age 7, and then my sister was so into dance and ballet, and I was so against it. But I took one class, and I enjoyed it a lot more than gymnastics. So I was like, oh, this is really cool. And so growing up, my sister and I, we were always in dance. And then my parents, they gave us a different lifestyle. So they moved us from Fargo, North Dakota to Manhattan, the Big Apple. And after that, I graduated from LaGuardia High School, which is a performing arts high school in the city, right next to Lincoln Center. And I was immersed in all the different performing art styles. And then after graduating high school, I went on to becoming a professional dancer. And I did that all in my 20s. I went to work on cruise ships. And when COVID happened, I eventually became interested in the performing arts, the circus performing arts. And I had a career change with that.
Okay. When you said performing arts school, I didn't know that was an actual thing. Like I remember like growing up, like watching like Victorious and stuff like that. I didn't know performing arts school was an actual thing. So that's pretty cool.
Right.
Like know like that's real. So
Yeah. Actually,
oh,
the high school that I went to, it's called LaGuardia Performing Arts High School, and it's based off the movie Fame. So they offer uh, students can go into dance, music, theater, and yeah, it was really cool to be immersed with all the students that are in the same style as me.
gotcha. So in the beginning, like you were kind of like forced into it and then you like kind of loved it.
Yeah, right.
I like that. That's unique because a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's my way or the highway, and I'm not going to do it." You kind of like adapted and like, fell in love with it instead of, stuck with being irritated by it. So I like that.
Right.
That's really cool.
Mhm.
When did you take the leap and launch Jessica Black on stage as its own business?
I guess it was about 3 years ago. Yep. That's when I launched my business. I've always been, and I still do today. I freelance with over 30 different entertainment companies, and then I do my own bookings as well. So I love to keep an open schedule, and just freelancing has been incredible. It gives me an opportunity to travel all throughout the Northeast and also the Midwest, and I get to share my passion everywhere I go. And every event is always unique, and I'm really like I will cherish every moment of performing. So.
So like what was like the breakout point like where you changed from you said you were like in the circus and the cruise ships and everything, and you decided to do things on your own. Like, what was the transition? Like, what was like the like, I want to do this on my own and have my own name on these kinds of things. Like, what was that point?
Yeah, I think from moving from the city to upstate New York in the Hudson Valley area, um, I can't, sometimes I can't always wait for events to come in. And so um, I've developed like my own styles and professionalism, and I've invested in a lot of different equipment and costumes. So I figured I can offer the same things as an entertainment company can, and I just feel like to expand my artistry, I feel like I need to go after my own goals and dreams, and to just perform for myself as well.
So instead of like waiting for like these events to like just show up, you kind of like made like your own way to make and find events instead of just
Right.
like waiting for somebody to tell you like, oh, we have this opening, you can do this now. It's like,
Yep.
no, I want to reach out. I want to do my own thing. I'm sick of waiting. I want to build my
Yeah.
own.
Yep. I have my own little hustle going on, so it's great.
Yeah. Walk us through what a typical event or performance looks like from the first conversation with a client to the moment you step off stage.
Oh, that's a great question. Usually I'll have a conversation with the clients or the event planner, and I will share all of my performance styles with them. And then once I get a feel for what their vision is, I will check in with them what styles that they would like to book with me. And then we'll usually go through a contract process, as well as a specialty insurance. I'll provide my COI for them. And then I'll go over like costumes and a timeline for their event. And that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's we just usually go through all the performance styles, a contract, and a timeline.
Okay, so like from say like the most easiest customer to like the most unsure one, like what's how long can the process be to like book you and have like everything to like how complicated is the process to
Right.
actually book you?
Yeah, so sometimes it can be I feel like it's pretty easy to book me, but I sometimes a client is very um they know what they want, they know exactly what they want, or sometimes and they can book me last minute or months or a year in advance. Or sometimes I can have a client that waits until the last minute to figure out every detail, and I just have to be super flexible with that. And if there's changes in the schedule or a costume or the performance, I'm always flexible with that as well.
Okay, so like before the performance or whoever you perform for, do you like let like do you like show them videos of stuff that you've done with that kind of video that
Correct.
outfit or performance in the past, or do they like
Yep.
have to like see you face to face, like with
No,
anything?
I can send them videos or pictures of me, and if they do see me, if they have the chance to see me in person, like that's always a lot better too, to see me live in action.
What is a performance or event that you look back on with the most pride and what made it stand out from the others?
Wow. I have so many events that are so memorable, but I would say that um, freelancing with some smaller circus groups and performing during the summer for students, that's always is super rewarding for me. It's the audience, they're very young and they're very honest, but I feel like that has been super rewarding for me to be able to inspire little ones. So that's always my one of my favorite things to do. um, I would say some galas that I have done, especially for like Make a Wish, that's always very, very special to me. And also, like festivals are really fun. I love interacting with everyone. That's super memorable. And then I think also one of my most favorite performances has been in upstate New York in Albany at the Desmond, the Crown Plaza. And I love performing there for New Year's because they recently installed aerial points. So being able to hang from the ceiling and overlook the whole audience and interacting and just, it's just incredible. I get to watch the koi fish and the band. It's just amazing. So that's always one of my favorite venues to perform at.
You're much braver than me. I would never be able to hang from the ceiling. Like I'm a strong guy, but no, that like that, I feel like that's just gonna fall from the ceiling with my weight. Now you said Make a Wish, like that really caught my interest. Can you explain like how like somebody like found that or found you with that, or like what story like you had for the kid to like build up or whatever? Like, that's really interesting to me.
Yeah, you know what? I did a wedding at the Canfield Casino, and one of the event planners, she actually suggested me for this gala also at the Canfield Casino in Saratoga, and that was for Make a Wish Foundation. So it was thanks to her that she connected me with the client there. And then for another Make a Wish event that I did, it was through another circus company called Cirque Ovation, and so that's how I got connected with them for that event. It was at the Turning Stone Casino. And I think it's just incredible because it's you get to just perform for beautiful people that are, you know, raising money for this beautiful foundation. And then they also sometimes they'll bring in the kids and they'll share their stories, and I get to meet them, and it's really incredible.
Okay. I thought you meant like you like went to like the hospitals and stuff. I was like, how did the kids
Uh,
even think of this kind of thing?
I haven't done that yet, but that would be really nice to do also.
That'd be memorable. Like I see those videos and I tear up and it's
Yeah.
sad, but it's an impact. What do you think separates a truly memorable live entertainment experience from one that just fills the room?
I think um, for me, one of my dance teachers has always said to me, like, it doesn't matter who is in the room watching you. You always have to make sure that you're constantly performing and giving your heart and passion. And sometimes people will come up to me while I'm performing and they'll just want to have a conversation. And when they tell me that I'm doing a great job or that they appreciate my work, I think that's always it's always incredible, because like that's when you know that you're doing a great job. And sometimes people will just look at you and smile, and I know that I'm that we're connecting. It's usually through eye contact as well.
So kind of like goes like to the phrase like dance like no one is watching, but like
Hmm.
everybody like they're like kind of jealous that they can't do like that, and they're like, wow, I wish I could be like that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
sometimes even if you see people that aren't watching, I just know that they're enjoying their party, their event, and they're conversing with their friends. And then if they glance over and you're just, sometimes you're part of the ambiance, and you're just elevating the room and providing the energy of the room to make it, sometimes when I do weddings, people are a little bit nervous to get on the dance floor. And sometimes, just say, if I'm like a party stilt walker, I'll help to grab people to get on the dance floor. And sometimes you just have to help to break the ice and make people feel comfortable.
But I
Hmm.
like that. Like when somebody hires you, like you're doing like what they wanted you to do. Like you're bringing energy to the party and you're like
Hmm.
livening things up and making it memorable for your clients.
Right. Yep.
What surprised you most about running your own entertainment business that nobody really prepares you for?
Hmm. I, I think it's finding out all the details for the event. Just sometimes I'll be at a new venue, so I have to figure out the loading dock, if I have equipment, what time I have to arrive, what time I can break down. It's just kind of all the details that come with this job. It has to be with costumes, with the looks, sometimes about the makeup, the timeline. It's just sometimes it's gathering all the facts and keeping organized with all the emails and the contact information. And yeah, I think
That
it's
makes sense.
just
Do you have
gathering
like
the
a
details.
box truck or like you have your class A and tractor trailer and bring like the whole
Um,
stage with
you know,
you?
I do have a trailer that holds some of my equipment, but I haven't used it yet. I just have my SUV, and it's a Rogue, and it's been great. It holds a lot of my equipment already, because some of it can be compacted and broken down into pieces. And sometimes it looks like a circus car, but I love it.
Hey, why fit in when you're born to stand out? I feel like that
Yeah.
kind of fits you like pretty well from the first time I met you. I was
Yeah.
kind of um, wow, she's on stilts and she's shiny. Made an impact. Okay. What does a great week look like for you versus a stressful one?
Ooh. Um, I love to train, so I'm always practicing and training during the week, and so that keeps me grounded and strong for the weekend, because I can't just jump and do aerial acrobatics. I always have to do strength training. So I think a good week for me is just being able to practice, being able to get all my details for the week and or potential clients in the future. And I if everything just runs smoothly, for me to travel to events, I think that's great. And as long as my body is staying healthy and safe, as well, as long as I don't kick anybody, for example, if I'm like spinning.
So you also have to worry about the discipline of being able to like stay in shape and stay flexible,
Yes.
not injure yourself. Like you have to
Yeah.
take care of yourself in that kind of thing. And that's something that I think a lot of people don't realize when they're
Right.
doing their own business, especially with
Yep.
someone that's, physical.
Exactly, because sometimes I do have injuries. Like a couple months ago, I had a big knee injury, and for that week, I could not perform. So I had to find backup performers that could cover for me. So it's always in the back of my mind that I have to keep healthy and injury free.
How hard is it for you to find like anybody to perform with or for you, like with your kind of, what's the word?
Art forms, yeah,
Yeah.
it can be very difficult. Of course, I want to have a performer that has a really high standard artistry, their strength and deliverance as well. But sometimes it can be super easy. It just depends on people's schedules as well, and also if they're willing to travel, and
Yeah,
if
that
they have
makes
a
sense.
car, and yeah.
Yeah, especially in upstate New York. I mean, you don't think about that in Manhattan, but
Right.
we have to have a car to go anywhere up here.
Hmm.
Outside of the actual performing, what is the hardest part of running the business day to day?
I think sometimes being able to catch up with emails over the weekend, sometimes I'm not able to answer any emails or texts because I'm just way too busy performing on site and being present in the whole performance and the audience. And I think as well, like when I'm driving a lot, so I can't answer any emails. Like on Saturday, I did two events, and I calculated it was like 9 hours of driving. So sometimes I'm just not really available those days. But I think usually Mondays or Tuesdays, I'm catching up on emails and things that I need to get done with clients. So
So you like compartmentalize, like these are the days that I'm focused and dedicating to these kinds of things.
yep.
When someone books you for their event, what do you want them to feel from the moment the performance starts to the moment the performance ends?
I want them to feel really open and know that I'm super communicative with them, and that they can request, or if they need to change anything, that I'm really flexible with doing that. And I just want them to know that I'm always sharing my love for my performing arts, and I want to deliver like 110%, and I want their event to be memorable, and I want their audience to be immersed in my life as well, and I want to share my life with theirs.
No, I can personally vouch for like your ability, your not ability, your accuracy in saying like you communicate. You're one of the first, you're the first one to actually email me back, like without me having to text you, be like, hey, are you interested in doing this? You're like, yes, absolutely, love to do that, schedule time and date and everything like that. And as far as like your love, like I when I was finishing up, you were walking around on the stilts and everything. I was like, oh, hey, how's it going up there? And I
Yep.
was like, and so like I love your passion for it, and your I can vouch for your communication. Like nobody has to worry about being left on red. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
for anybody that like watches this.
Yeah. And
Um,
sometimes I'll have people come up to me and just say to me, like, they'll tell me that I'm the first like stilt person they've ever seen. And that's always really cool for me to hear that even like when I perform for kids at their school, sometimes it'll be the very first little circus that they've seen. And I'm really happy that I get to share that little moment with them. And hopefully that I can inspire them to do the same when they're older.
what does a great working relationship with a client look like to you?
Think keeping communication open, and we have they can contact me by email or text, and we're just super connected on the timeline and all the details of the performance.
Okay, and you said that you have like repeats, like you said, like New Year's, I believe you said, like you go
Yes.
there like every New Year's, and they have like you booked and
Yeah.
everything, like so.
Yep. So definitely when I have a repeated client, that really makes me feel like that they appreciate my work and that I've done a great job, and that they can trust me to deliver a wow factor for their event.
Yeah, you've done it in the past, so why wouldn't you do it in the future? And how many years have you been doing that for the, you said the Desmond right now?
Yeah, I have to look back, but I think it might be my fourth or fifth time there.
Fourth or fifth time. Wow,
Yeah, and every
that's
time it's
great. And
different. So it's always new. Like this year I'll be using my aerial cube, in the sky, and I'll be doing aerial champagne pouring and a little bit of ballet. So I get to change up my performance styles and costumes, and it's what I do is never boring for me. So it's always new. And I have to, as a dancer and an acrobat, a stilt walker, that's one of the things I always have to train for. No matter, sometimes I have to pull out a different performance style. Like if I'm performing on point shoes, I'll have to make sure to, and if I haven't been on my point shoes for a while, I'll have to pull them out and practice and gain the strength and remember the technique.
You threw a lot of terms at me that I did not know what you meant, like
Yeah,
the
I'm sorry.
aerial cube or the pointed shoes. Like, what is that? What
An
are
aerial
those?
cube is like a big cube in the air that I'll do really cool tricks and lines and styles for that. And the way that I'm going to get up there is we're my friend Tori and I, we're going to be attaching a silk. So we're going to climb up the silk, and then we'll get into the cube and we'll be spinning and performing on that. And point shoes is like a ballerina. That is when she'll be like standing on her toe. It's very painful.
Oh, I bet. I've what was the movie with like The Rock? What was it, like the game plan or something like that? Like he
Oh
did, like he's
yeah.
like an NFL football player and his daughter's a ballerina,
Yeah.
and he goes through like a workout with them. And he's like,
So bad?
We're just warming up, so come on.
Yeah, it's very
and they're
hard.
like, oh, that's just the warm up.
Yeah.
What do you wish more event planners or clients understood before they booked a live entertainer?
Sometimes I wish they would pay attention to some of the requirements that I need. If I'm doing aerial acrobatics, sometimes I need if I'm using a freestanding hoop that is about 9 feet tall, so I have to make sure that they have room ceiling wise, and also like the base is a little bit wide. So sometimes I wish they would pay attention to like the the spatial requirements that I need, or also to like the timeline. If I'm changing from one performance style to the next, sometimes I need a quick little break just to change costumes.
So like if a customer is like far away, like say like you said like Saratoga, believe you said Saratoga or something like that,
Yep.
and you're in Catskill area.
Yes. Yep.
So like for like those kinds of things, like if somebody wants to book you, do you like ask them to like send you pictures or videos of like the area of like what you want them to do?
Right. Yep.
Or
I'll do that.
are they what you prefer?
Yeah. And sometimes I'll have them reach out to the venue owner to give me details on ceiling height, and I'll just make sure to send them videos and pictures to show them what to expect and spatial wise, how it would fit their venue, or if I need to be on the dance floor or slightly on the side. And if I need help to move the equipment, I can do that myself if I put like a furniture slider underneath, or if they're able to provide me an assistant to help move things. Or like sometimes I'll do champagne aerial bartending, and I'll have to request a little assistant to help pass me the bottle.
Where is Jessica Black OnStage headed, and what are you working towards right now?
Ooh, well, I'm always working towards learning new styles and movements, and sometimes I'll put those movements together, the new ones that I've learned, and I'll create a piece. So sometimes I'll be creating an act to a specific song for the future or a last minute event. And can you remind me what was the first part of your question?
Sure. Where is Jessica Black OnStage headed,
Oh,
and what are
yeah.
you working towards right now?
Okay, so this week,
I mean,
a bit
like
of
the
a blur.
future, like not doesn't have to be
Oh,
like
yeah.
this week. Like
Okay.
what's your vision for your business? Like what is like the ultimate, I made it, like this is what I dreamed of, this is what I want.
I feel like I just want to keep on elevating my styles and learning new tricks of the trade, so that I can be more marketable. And I would just love to continue doing more events that are like luxury, wedding or high end. I just want to make sure that I keep my standards and my bar high for myself. And I always want to give back as well. I want to continue to give back and to inspire other people to do this as well. I think I might have a couple more years left on performing, so I just want to continue to like think of myself, and then possibly down in the future, I might want to be able to teach as well. And yeah, or also I might also want to bring in other performers, and then they'll start to take over and perform for me.
So like employees or like contractors, like somebody that you'd be able to like refer and be like, hey, got a job.
Right. Yeah.
We need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell someone who has a talent they love but is afraid to build a business around it?
I would say go for it, because even if you fail, like you're still doing what you love. And I think you just have to go for it and try.
You regret the chances you don't take more than the ones you do.
Exactly.
Where can people find you, and what is the best way to reach out if they want to book you or learn more?
Awesome. I have a website. It's jbonstage.live, and you can contact me through there. My email is jessicablack5678@gmail.com. Other social media sites you can find me on is TikTok, Facebook, Jessica Black OnStage, as well as Instagram. And you can text me there. You can email me. And I think that's it. Yeah. Or, sorry, I have booking sites as well. I have Gig Salad, The Bash, and Bark. I'm just so thankful for the opportunity that you've given me for this interview. And I feel really honored that you asked me to do this interview.
No,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you agreed to it. Like the point of this is to be able to like, exposure for me, exposure for you,
Yeah.
and to give someone a perspective of someone that is always wanted to start their own business, a perspective from someone that's actually done it.
Go for your goals and find your passion and just go for it. Share your love for your performing arts and just be you. Have faith in yourself, and if you want to build your own business, go for it.
This is the Clark Bookkeeping. If you want to join this as well, send me a message as well.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's it.
And if you want to come to the Adirondack Wine Festival this weekend, I'll be there.